Good morning, guys. This is Travis Merritt from Rowlett Fitness Revolution in Rowlett, Texas. One of the things I'm going to kind of teach you today is actually an exercise that I will give my clients to really help with what I call squat efficiency. And what this does is it really helps point out any strengths or weaknesses in the body, but what it's good for is teaching proper form in a squat, and most notably teaching how to be very efficient with a squat. A lot of times when you see people squatting, they will do what we call the knee break first. In other words, they'll start to initiate the squat with the knees, which is actually the bad thing to do because we know, as talked in previous videos, it puts all the stress on the knee. We know that a squat should actually be initiated with the hips, okay, what we call hip hinging. Now here's an exercise that you can do that will start training the body how to be efficient with squatting. Now, why do you want to be efficient with squatting? Well, one, it's just good for you. It's just going to make sure that the body is moving in the right way it needs to move. The great thing about this is, as you become efficient with squatting, you can take the workout to the next level. And this transfers to about everything we do in the gym. So I'm going to show you exactly what we do. This is what we call a wall squat. Now, most people think of a wall squat as facing the back, sliding up and down against the wall. But we're going to change this up today. We're actually you're going to face the wall. I'm going to show you how this works. For the beginners, for people who have never done this before, get yourself probably about, I'd say, a foot away from the wall. Feet outside shoulder width, and what we're going to do is we're going to squat. Now remember, when you squat, initiate the motion with the hips. So, hips out, squat down, and come back up. Again, hips out, squat down, come back up. The great thing about being close to the wall is it keeps you from drifting back and forth. It keeps the torso in alignment, okay? Now, when you get good and comfortable with that, say you do safely about 12, 15 reps clean, let's scoot up to the wall. So now I'm probably about 3 inches away from the wall. I'm gonna do the same thing. Face the wall, start the motion with my hips, squat down, and come back up. One more time, I squat down, and I come back up, okay? Now, when you get good with that one, here's the next challenge. Get yourself where you're virtually touching the wall, maybe about an inch away. Face the wall. Sorry for the acoustics, I know I'm kind of talking into this a little bit. Same thing, squat down, come back up. Now, what you're gonna notice is my knees are gonna probably touch, but will never go over my toes. In other words, all this weight is gonna be put into my glutes and my hips where it should be. Again, hips out, squat down, and come back up. What may start happening is you'll notice that the knees will probably rub against the wall, which is good, because if you're that close to the wall, it means you're still in a vertical alignment, and your chest may rub the wall, which is perfectly fine, because you're still in a vertical alignment. When it's bad is when you're this far away, and your knees are rubbing, or your chest is rubbing. And I think you can probably gather that that doesn't feel right, nor does it look right. Now, progressions. How you want to go from here is some people, I'll just grab a PVC pipe, you'll see guys do it with a broomstick, put this on your back just like you would in a regular barbell squat, get close to the wall, toes slightly pointed out, chest up, start with the hips, squat down, and come back up, and you will feel all this load here placed in the hamstrings, the posterior, the glutes, loaded mid back, and the posterior chain where it should be in. Now, another one, a variation of this. I love using a bungee. I love using these things because they help strengthen up where the body needs to be stronger at. We're going to do an overhead squat. Hands overhead, arms locked in tight. Get yourself nice and close to the wall. Squat down and come back up. We're going to do it one more time. Squat down and come back up. All the weight is going to be placed again in the posterior chain, no longer in the knees. Now guys, you may find that you can't do this. It's actually very humbling for some gym people, and especially gym people that have been doing this for a while. They may find when they get up to here, they can't do it. Their heels may come off the ground, their knees hit the wall too early, they can't push their hips out. That's okay, it's perfectly fine. What this exercise is also designed to do is to point out anything with bad form. In other words, things that we need to work on. And most commonly, about 95% of the time, it's just your tight. We'll work on hip mobility on another video coming down the road. But guys, I strongly encourage you, give this a shot, see how you do, and you may find this will actually help transition into your workouts make your squatting, make your lifting a lot better, a lot more efficient, and you'll probably actually feel the stress away from the knees, which is what we're trying to get everything away from, and put it back onto the hips, hamstrings, and glutes. Guys, if you have any questions, please feel free to ask. Check the link below. I'll be more than happy to help in any way I can. Again, this is Travis Merritt from Rowlett Fitness Revolution in Rowlett, Texas. I hope you have a great day.